Father God, we thank you today. We glorify your name. We lift you up. There's none like you. God, we ask that you bless your people on this morning. Fill them with the word of God. God, let them get what they need. Be a lamp unto their feet and a light unto their path. God, we ask that you bless them no more. And bring them to subjection of your will and in your way. We pray and ask in Jesus' name. Amen. You may be seated. We thank God for being here on this morning. God is truly a good God, isn't he? Somebody say there's none like him. There's none like him. It's been a while since I stood before you. I thank God for being here, and I thank God for my life, health, and strength. Thank him how he woke me up this morning, clothed in my right mind, activity of my limbs. I thank God for the many blessings he has stored upon my soul. We're glad to be in the number one more time, because a lot of them aren't in the number because they're sick, shut in, just can't get here. But I thank God that I had the means to get here. And I will not miss it for the world every time I get a chance to glorify God. And I don't have to be in this building to glorify Him.
That's right, that's right.
I say it again, I don't have to be in this building to glorify Him. But it's just good when we come together and we can glorify Him together. Because there's always power in numbers. We can say thank you Jesus louder than I can say thank you Jesus by myself. So in other words, it's amplified. The Bible says we must worship God and magnify. Look at your neighbor and say magnify. Now y'all know when something is magnified. Can't you see it better?
That's right. Feel it better.
Feel it better?
Hear it better.
Hear it better? When it's magnified. There's a magnifying glass, and something we all done when we were children, because it ran through the land like a wildfire. That's when we would be in the fall and the leaves would turn brown and start to die. We would get a magnifying glass. Y'all know how we took it and we aimed it till it got real teeny, and watched the leaves start to smoke, catch on fire. Imagine if we all got focused, magnify that leaf, till that leaf catch on fire, magnify it till we all catch on fire. Amen. We all did that as children. I don't know about the kids today, but we did in our day. That was like our science project. Those are the things that made things so simple that we could understand. How could certain things catch things on fire? They seem to skip those steps today, and they don't understand that things are magnified in order for things to catch on fire. All as they know, they got their computer before them and they skipped a couple steps and they can do it a little easier and faster now. And it's not always good. It's one thing when I was talking to my cousin one time in New York, and they couldn't figure out something on the computer, and me and him, I went to class, and a lot of people don't know this, and I went to college for digital electronics, but in digital electronics You had to understand what it was about. To do electricity, to do computer work, all those things that were digital back then. They had two what they call languages that they spoke to the computer that they use today, called Fortran, and what's the other one? For COBOL. They use those programs, and he come from that time. The new kids, they come from a time where they missed all that. But this one day, this particular problem, they could not figure out what was going on. He's telling me this story over the phone. And he says, I come from the old school. He said, we have to go in there with the full train, with the problem and fix it.
Yes.
The full train. Lo and behold, long story short, they did just that and it fixed the problem.
Amen.
And the young ones couldn't believe that it was happening and it worked.
Yes.
So there's no way possible you could throw away the old school and just continue with the new school. This is the thing that Peter and Paul was fussing about.
Yes.
Peter said we have to tell them about the Old Testament in order to get to the New Testament. Paul said we don't have to tell them that. All they need to know that Jesus came, bled, died, saved, and died for our sins, and now they got a new way to life.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Right.
Preach son. Cover him, God.
So then Peter said, yeah, but if they don't understand why he came,
Yeah. All right.
then they won't understand what the new life is all about.
Yeah.
Gee, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Paul said we ain't got to go that far back. Jesus came, bled, and died.
Yes.
And now we can see him for ourselves. There's a little bit of right to both arguments. But look, I want to know where it came from.
Yes.
I'm the kind of person, you work on your computer, I like to fix it. There's a lot of people that work on a computer and do it and do the programs on it, but they don't know how to fix it. They'll get about that seat and say, something wrong with this thing. Well, that's when I'm at my best and I like to troubleshoot it. A lot of people don't like to troubleshoot it, but at the same token, that's where it all comes. Now you understand how this thing ticks and how it works. A lot of people don't know that computers are ran by ones and zeros. They don't know that. One high and one low equals a low out. Two highs equals a low out. One, and when you got two lows, it equals a positive out. All these things run through chips. And at the end of the day, you got data coming out of it. And you only get what you can get out of them by what you put in them. They can't do no more than what you put in them. Any program that you have, anything that you always gotta input what it is that you needed to do.
Yes. All right. I like that.
If your inputation is wrong,
Right.
your stuff that come out gonna be wrong.
All right.
Computer only can do what a human tell it to do.
All right.
See, people don't know that. They think if they just plug it in, it's gonna come out right. But that ain't how it works. They have problems too. There's glitches in those too. You ever go to your website and you're gonna pay your bill and it say shut down for now? Shut down, offline, maintenance. I went on to fix my Easy Pass, see? Because my card, it expired. And I had to put my new card in. When I went there, it said, they sent me an email and said that my card is expired. I went on there to fix it and it said, down for maintenance. Hello, somebody. Did somebody make a mistake and send me an email to tell me to get on here and fix it and y'all telling me I can't?
Yeah.
Look at your neighbor and say, that's crazy. So they make mistakes.
Yes.
The scripture reads here, Pilate said unto him, what is truth? And when he had said this, he went out again unto the Jews.
Amen.
Y'all know we getting ready to enter in holy time.
Holiness.
The Passover, when Jesus was led to slaughter. A lot of times we don't get to deal with this part like we should. But y'all listen, because it's the state of what the world is in today.
Thank you, Jesus. Yes, God.
I'm going to read that again. Pilate said unto him, what is truth?
What is true?
Ain't that the question today?
Yes. That's right.
What is truth?
Truth ain't truth. That's what they told me.
The new truth is wrong.
Yeah.
So Pilate want to be clear, I guess, on what is truth. I like that. Because I heard something and I want to make it very clear to you when it comes to the truth. Somebody yelled out, there's three sides to every story. The liar. There's two sides to the story. One is true and one is right. I mean wrong. The liar made the third story. And if the liar could, he would make 3 and 4. Because the truth stands by itself. Don't need no help. Lie always needs support. Lie need things to back it up. That's why one lie needs to a what? Another lie. So Pilate asked the question, what is truth?
What is it?
People asking the question today, what is truth? Donald Trump play that on y'all all the time. He wants y'all to think that the lie is the truth. He wants you to think that people are gullible enough to believe that lie is true. And then there's always the devil tries to paint a picture for you to say, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Why is that? Yeah. But what you find here in this passage of scripture, when Pilate said what is truth, and then when he had said this, he then again went unto the Jews and said unto them, I find no fault in him.
None.
I want you to understand, Pilate said this about 5 times in the scripture, that I find no fault in him. So therefore, but ye have a custom, but ye have this custom that ye shall release you one in the Passover. At the Passover. Will ye therefore that I release unto you the King of the Jews? Then cried they all again, saying, not this man, but Barabbas. Now Barabbas was a robber. Look at your neighbor, say he was a robber. People rather believe a robber before they believe God. People rather believe somebody that's not holy, somebody that don't be in the word of God. Some people that don't even go to church before they believe God.
That's so true.
If I was used for a subject today, it would be the content of the crowd.
Right.
Look at your neighbor and say the content
Content
of the crowd.
of the crowd.
If you look at the crowd of Trump,
Man, you look at it.
they unruly, they out of order,
They lie.
they riotous, they all over the place,
They lie.
they really devious.
Yeah. Lie.
They look at the things as though you see truth, but they all look at you and say, that ain't truth. That's what the crowd was
Yeah.
in the scripture.
Yes.
Jesus. Hallelujah.
The crowd stood in this scripture. And there's some things that Jesus, that I know y'all never caught,
Huh?
made example of in the scripture. If you read the 4th verse, Pilate therefore went forth again and said unto them, behold, I bring forth to you that ye may know I find no fault in him. So something that you find no fault in, that means I find no wrong in. Something that you see that I find nothing wrong with this man. This man is true. He stands strong on what he believes. Because if we even look down at the 11th verse, he says to him, I have the power
Yes.
to crucify you or let you free. Jesus looked at him and said, you have no authority over me whatsoever unless it was given to you by from above.
Yes.
Y'all walking with me here. Y'all gotta walk with me here. And then Jesus looked at him and said, greater sin
Yes.
will come upon the one that released me to them. Y'all don't understand this part. God dropped in my spirit. Pilate was there just for this purpose. Pilate was used for this cause. But if you look at the flip side of it, we don't get that purpose and we don't get that cause. God calls us to stand holy, stand righteous, stand worthy of the call. Where Pilate let him go, and it was wrong, and he knew it was wrong. Pilate was dancing. Pilate was playing around the fact that, look, this man is guilty. He is innocent, but if I'm trying to put this on them.
Yes. Yes.
That it looks like I didn't have nothing to do with it. That's why Pilate was saying to them, I bring you the King of the Jews. This is your king. And I want y'all to know, really know, I find no fault in him.
Okay. All right. There is no fault in it.
There is none.
Woo.
So what was the fact of the matter? Pilate thought he would wash his hands of telling people the right thing. The right thing to do. The right thing to let him go. The right thing. But if we look at the scripture, nothing but the righteous, what that means, shall see God. You got to understand that God, we don't have this freedom that Pilate had. Because when we need to deal with trouble and we need to deal with truth, you better stand. The Bible says you stand with your loins girded. And you better stand with your shield plate of righteousness, knowing that when you would do good, evil always going to be present. That means you always going to be attacked. That means you always is going to stand in judgment because you stand in a right place. And God started revealing to me. He said, don't worry about it. He said, just stand. He said, show what is right, because there is no three sides to a story. The liar is a liar, and the truth is the truth, and my truth is the what? The light. It's the light. Because I am the light of the what? I'm the light of the world. Yeah, you can't get into heaven but by who? Me. God is God. God will always be God. God is the head of our lives. Look at your neighbor and say, he's the head of our lives. Pilate dancing around, and Jesus said, you greater sin that you turn over to yourself, because you have released me unto this wicked crowd. Now look at the crowd. In the crowd, I hate to tell y'all, but there was people in the crowd, and probably there was family of Barabbas in the crowd. Family in Barabbas, they didn't care whether Barabbas was right or wrong. They only cared that Barabbas be free, because he was family. They didn't matter what they thought about Barabbas. But the people, when you saw there was friends in the crowd, and in the friendship there was things that was taking place within that crowd. But even worse than that, the biggest problem of all, and I want everybody to know there was saints of God in that crowd. And in that crowd they was yelling out, crucify him. People that think they so holy and the devil can't get to them, look at your neighbor and say, he got a way. Yeah, he got a way to attack your mind, attack your heart, attack your family, attack your issues, attack everything that you have till it bring you down. But look at your neighbor and say, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. We're going to believe in what God says. We're going to stand on his word, because God is a man that will not lie. God will deliver us from our sins. God will deliver us from, as long as we stay righteous, holy, acceptable unto God, for it is our reasonable service. We shall fight if we must win. And say, increase my courage, Lord. I need God to increase my courage, that I may be able to withstand the wiles of the devil and every dart that he throws, that I may be able to withstand the deepest depth of every problem and every situation, that I may be able to stand. Say yes. Yes. I feel my help coming. So in the crowd, these people that was crying out, crucify him and do away with him. It was nothing more than a devil spirit that was in the crowd, that was causing the feeling in the atmosphere. See, when the devil overtakes something, it's a devil spirit, and you can feel it, because the righteous, he knows the spirit of God. The spirit of God is loving. The spirit of God is not hateful. The spirit of God is caring, long suffering. Say yes. Say yes. So you see the spirit of God, and when saints can look at the spirit of God, they know, because they can touch and agree on the spirit of God. I feel him. Somebody else over there and say, he's moving. And somebody else over there and say, I love him, because we become on one accord, that we can praise and lift him up, because he's great and worthy to be praised. He is my God. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Yes. Knowing this, knowing that we stand for righteousness, and we will not compromise. We will not sway a little bit, but we stand on the word of God. We stand knowing the truth of God, and if we stand is the righteous judge. He is. Know this, nothing but the righteous shall see God. We gotta be holy and we gotta be right. When the wicked are the multitude, I say it again in this passage, when the wicked are the multitude and the transgressions increases. Anybody there today that every time you turn around it get worse and it get worse? When sin it increases, we know that we have somebody in the transgression it increases, but we the righteous we shall see their failure. We shall see what God is going to do, because no weapon formed against us shall prosper. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You're standing on the promises. You're standing on the promises of Christ, our King, through eternal ages. Let His praises ring. Glory in the highest. I will shout and sing, 'cause I'm standing on the promises of Christ. Oh, Christ, the solid rock, I stand. All of the ground is sinking. I'm falling, but God can pick you up. God, He can turn it around. Say it! Doesn't matter what the crowd looks like. Don't matter what's in the midst. God only needs one that will call His name. God only needs one that will proclaim His greatness. God only needs one that will call out, Father, here am I, use me. Therefore, the righteous of God revealed from faith to faith. I say it again, there, the glory of the Lord, God shall be revealed from faith to faith and from glory to glory. As it is written, the just shall live by faith. I got the faith of a grain of mustard seed, and I can tell a mountain, be there, cast forth into the sea. For God I live, for God I die. I'm wrapped up, I'm tangled up in God. Say it, say it, say it, say it, say it. Yes, Lord, the just shall live by faith. For a hand there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness. Look at your neighbor and say it's laid up for me. I charge thee before God in the Lord Jesus Christ, who shall judge the quick and the dead that appear in His kingdom. Preach the word, be instant, in season and out of season. Rebuke, reprove, and exalt all long suffering in doctrine. For the time will come that they will endure sound doctrine. The time will come where they will fall short of sound doctrine. The time will come when they wouldn't want to hear the truth. They will fight the truth. They will not obey the truth. They will hold fast believe, but after their own flesh shall they leap to themselves teachers, having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, endure affliction, endure sorrow, endure trouble. Through all things, stay steadfast, unmovable, always abounding to the work of the Lord. For such as you know, your labor is not in vain in God. Do the works of an evangelist. Make full proof of your ministry. For I am ready to offer myself in the time of departure. Is at hand. Sirs, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. My faith is built upon nothing less but Jesus' blood and his righteousness. Say yes. Say yes. Yes. Therefore, a crown is laid up for you. A crown is laid up for me. After we have endured the hardness as a good soldier, we shall receive a crown. I'm looking for my crown, which the Lord and the righteous judge shall give unto that day, and not only to me, but to them that love his appearing. How many love God? How many care for God? How many worship God? How many believe God? I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe God. Look at your neighbor and say, I believe him. Don't get caught in the crowd. Look at your neighbor and say, don't get caught in the crowd. Look at your other neighbor and say, don't get caught in the crowd. There are consequences of getting caught in a crowd. One of the biggest things God showed me about getting caught in the crowd. I was sleeping one night. God came to me in a dream. And he said, displacement. The more you see it, the more you will understand what God was showing me. Said displacement. Did I understand the full effect of the displacement? No. But God showed me displacement. All because the spirit of the crowd. Watch the spirit of the crowd. I want y'all to know something. Yeah. That when you stand for right, the devil gonna attack you.
Yes. Amen.
He ain't gonna play with you. Why y'all think he gonna play with y'all?
Yes. Yes.
Since he laying down in a car and crashed again. The devil was lying.
Yeah.
Mom and dad went in the hospital. The devil is a liar. Mother Betty's sick. The devil is a liar. We ain't got no time to be baffled in our mind. We ain't got no time to be bewildered. Running to and fro. We gotta be here and be about our Father's business. On our knees praying. Hey, let me let y'all know something. My family, my fasting for weeks. Y'all don't see the weight dropping? We've been fasting. But I ain't doing it to lose weight. I'm doing it that God will prevail in my house, in my church, anything. I need you. I need him. Fasting for you. That the enemy don't destroy you. Because he's giving his best shot at me. Y'all hear what I said? He's giving the best shot he got at y'all either. But the devil, see, he don't know my heart. For God, I live. For God, I die. I'm there. Y'all gotta get there. God will not cause you to die. He will keep you till the day of his work is done in you. What he put in you, he will perform it to the day of Jesus Christ. But you got to stand strong in it. Because you stand for right, you lay it down, you stand there, and you deal with it. You deal with it. Anything that come your way, you deal with it. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm bigger than that. I will not retaliate because I know that God is my help and he will fight my battle. I know that. God didn't make me pastor of a church just because. Y'all hear what I'm saying? God didn't call me just because. I didn't want it. I still don't. I do what God called me to do. Because I love him. Y'all understand that? So when God called you, you gotta have a love for him. All of us are pastors, but we missionaries. We're good brothers. And we are children of the Lord. We fight for his purpose, that his will be done. Father God, we thank you. Thank you for the word. Thank you for your people. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength, my Redeemer. My Redeemer lives in me, lives in my heart, my mind, my soul. He is the Alpha and Omega. Even as coronavirus go around this place, we ask that you protect the people. Protect them from the crown of their head to the sole of their feet. That we will get nobody. Say it again, that we will get nobody with the coronavirus. Be a hedge all around them. Protect them no more. You know all things. But I believe you sent it that it would draw people to you. You allowed it to come, that it will bring people to you. God, forgive us if we don't heed. Forgive us if we don't come to the realness of your love and your peace.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Forgive these people as they don't worship you or glorify you or lift you up. Forgive these people.
Thank you.
Forgive them that get displaced to the righteousness of your word. You are thy God, and we're just the people that you have made. Make us acceptable in thy sight and help us, because we need a lot of help. Help us. Need your love, your peace, your guidance. Those that have gone astray, bring them back into the ark of safety. We pray. That's in Jesus' name. But I say unto one, say unto all,